Hello guys and welcome to another video. The Lynx is the newest powerful wheel from Leaperkim. When Veteran releases a new wheel, it's always an event. I've been riding this electric unicycle for many weeks now, so I've got a good idea of what this wheel can offer to riders. In this long-term review of the Leaperkim Lynx, I'm gonna tell you what I like and don't like about the wheel. I'll suggest you as well some items you can get to make the wheel experience even better. And finally, I'll give you my overall conclusions about the Leaperkim Lynx. First, a big shout out to Jason on Ewheels for providing this pre-production version of the Lynx. If you want to get this wheel, there's a link in the description down below. Using my link really helps the channel as well. Also, gentle reminder to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any new review. Let's review the specs of this wheel. The Lynx is a 151 volts wheel equipped with a 3200 watt motor. It has a battery capacity of 2700 watt-hours with a smart BMS functionality. The Lynx is a 20-inch tire wheel. You can get it with a Kenda knobby tire or a tubeless street tire. The weight of the Lynx is 88 pounds, 40 kilos. This electric unicycle is equipped with two spiked pedals that are quite big. These are completed with two front feet supports that will help you to jump the wheel. The top of the wheel is quite flat and you can find the typical Leaperkim speedometer display. At the front you got a powerful headlight and a handle. At the back of the wheel you can find a trolley handle that is quite useful, a rear light and a big kickstand. The Lynx is of course a 151 volts wheel and it is equipped with a fastest suspension. When it comes to what I like about the Lynx, the design comes first. The Lynx looks like a bigger pattern, which was already a slam dunk design-wise. Leaperkim easily produces the best looking EUCs versus the other guys. There's no way around that. The Lynx is fully black and very low profile. No flashy orange or red here. The weight of the wheel is insane. 88 pounds, 40 kilos. It even feels lighter than the Big On Extreme. I think this is because this wheel has a lot of plastic parts. But the plastic on this wheel doesn't feel cheap, it feels like actually metal. No really, Leaperkim did some magic with the weight of this wheel. The lights on the Leaperkim Lynx are very good. The front light is very powerful and you can adjust its position. The tail light is quite visible and you can turn it off when you don't need it. So you got a full package when it comes to lights on this wheel. The suspension performance on the Lynx is of course excellent. This is a Leaperkim wheel, so it is equipped with a suspension by Fast-Ace. You can get the wheel with a 62, 66 and 70 pounds suspension. The wheel I tested is equipped with a 62 pounds suspension. This was more than enough for me. I felt the Lynx suspension was stiffer versus a Sherman-S or a Pattern. If you get a 66 or 70 pounds suspension, I fear that you're gonna get something very stiff, at least for street riding. If you decide to get the Lynx for jumps, you might need that stiffer suspension. But for street riding, with a 62 pound suspension, I never bottom out. One of the top things I like about the Lynx is its power and speed. If you checked my past reviews, you will know that I like to be extremely precise when it comes to describing the speed and power of a wheel. And this is because knowing the power of your wheel can make a difference between riding safe and curling out. And to do that, I use wheel apps like DarknessBot. With this app, I can monitor a value called PWM, which represents the power used by the wheel. When the PWM of a wheel reaches 100%, it means that the wheel will cut out. So the goal here is to monitor the PWM and try to reach the maximum speed possible while maintaining a safe level of PWM. This safe level is typically between 80–85% depending on your risk appetite. Using this procedure, I can advise you precisely about the top speed and power of a wheel, even more as a heavy rider. I'm not about unboxing a wheel without checking anything, directly full sending and telling you this wheel is fast or this wheel is bad, while asking you to believe me for face value with no evidence. That would be a very, very outdated way to review a wheel, especially when it comes to performance electric unicycles. On the Lynx, I discovered that the PWM advertised by the wheel and used by the apps was not correct. In order to have an idea of the speed and power of the Lynx, I decided to use other alert systems. These are less precise, but there was no choice. First, the wheel will beep at 75% PWM. Then the Lynx is also equipped with a tilt-back functionality that is linked with the PWM. I set this value at 80%. It means that if I reach 80%, the wheels pedals will back off and I will slow down. In this speedrun you just saw, I've hit almost 52 miles per hour. I have not heard any beeps or experienced any tiltback. So what does it mean? It means that at practically 52 miles per hour, I was under 75% PWM. This is just insane. With this crazy performance, to me it means that the Lynx is potentially a 60 miles per hour electric unicycle. The Lynx is clearly a fast and powerful wheel. This electric unicycle has also a crazy torque. I start to feel it mostly from 15 to 20 miles per hour. I could not overlean the wheel. I tried my best. In hard mode, it was impossible. In soft mode, I could bend the wheel a little bit, but I think it was part of the programming of the wheel. This is really a display of the power this wheel has. I like the overall build quality of the Leaperkim Lynx. The color used, the shape of the wheel, the material used, the shape of the parts, everything feels right. It's also a wheel that is very easy to tear down. I've never seen a tire change done so fast on any electric unicycle. The top of the wheel is very flat, so it makes it easy to install any seat. You can really tell that Leaperkim took their time when designing the wheel. Ride feel-wise, the Lynx is very nice. It feels like a more powerful Sherman S. If you like the typical Leaperkim ride, you won't be disappointed. It's hard to find something to not like on the Lynx, but one thing that comes to mind is the pedals height. For a street riding use, in my opinion, the pedals of the Lynx are way too high. They sit at the axle level of the wheel. The higher you stand on the wheel, the less leverage you will have to push this wheel. So said in another way, the higher you sit on the wheel, the more you will have to push this wheel in order to accelerate. I heavily suspect that the motor of the Lynx is the same one as the one on the Pedal. I could be wrong, but that's my suspicion. On the Pedal, I feel an instant torque, but on the Lynx, I have to wait until like 15 miles per hour to start feeling the torque of the wheel. And that's why I feel like, because of these high pedals, the Lynx doesn't have a great low-end torque. Also, when you do speed runs, when you stand high on the wheel, you're more prone to feel the effects of the wind that is insane past 50 miles per hour. This also depends on the rider's height. With every electric unicycle, there are a few items you can get in order to make the ride experience better. For the Lynx, I would like to introduce you 3 of them. The Lynx is a 151 volts wheels, which makes all the previous fast chargers obsolete. To fix this, I would recommend you to get the latest version of the Roger charger.
This is the one that everybody sticks a cell phone next to and says, ooh, it's the size of a cell phone. So it is based on a Huawei 4830. I have heat sinks installed on the side of mine. This should be able to do 25 amps on an EV charger, and I believe 18 amps. I don't know, it should just be a little bit more capable than a similar unit that is on the market now. It also has the Bluetooth connectivity and all, which I'm against. That is also why I'm calling this the SC. So it's I'm still not sure if we're going supercharger or smart charger on it, but this guy, which is a little bit longer, but it can put out a ton more power. Got one heat sink on the one with most of the doohickeys inside. 4 voltage presets just like normal, and it'll have a better voltage range than the SC.
The Lynx has a flat top and you can sit on it easily. But if you need something better, you can get many seats for this wheel. You can get a seat designed by Beidou, it's sold at Ewheels. This seat is really nice and looks comfortable. If you own a 3D printer, you can also print one of the seats I've designed for the Lynx. The link for this seat is available down below. Finally, I would order adjustable pedals hangers for the Lynx in order to lower the pedal's height, help with the low-end torque and the stability at high speed. There is one by Beidou and one by Owning. The Owning one is very interesting because it also allows you to install bigot pedals. The Leaperkim Lynx for me is a great all-rounder wheel. You can use it for street riding and for trail riding. It is equipped with a great suspension and the build quality is exceptional. It is a powerful and very fun wheel to ride. The design of the wheel is low profile yet very beautiful. It is a true successor to the Sherman S. There's no doubt about it. In my opinion, the Leaperkim Lynx is one of the top electric unicycles you can get as of now.
Somebody could ride on top like Cooler Joe does. Yeah, Roman, down here. Got the better Lynx and the S22 Pro. Woo! All got handlebars. This is how you gotta ride wheels. One cuts out, still rolling. I'm rocking and rolling.